name is Stephen Rafferty, and you're watching These Are Questions. This is the internet show where I ask people questions about things, life, and such not. And today's guest is a popular food blogger. She's a photographer and videographer. Please welcome Giselle Chusan.
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome to These Are Questions.
Thank you. I'm very excited to be here.
I'm glad. I'm excited for you being a part of These Are Questions. Let's get right into the interview. But before we get into the interview itself, I need to explain the rules of These Are Questions. Giselle, I'm going to ask you a series of questions going to be based around your career and aspirations, along with a mixture of questions that are borderline idiotic and, well, randomly stupid.
We love that.
Good, good start so far. Do you accept those terms?
I do accept.
Okay, awesome. So, Giselle, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, great. Internet, are you ready?
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay. I'm going to take that as a yes. With that, let's begin. So thank you so much, Giselle, for taking the time to do this These Are Questions interview. I really do appreciate it. I wanted to ask, I wanted to know more about how you started in food blogging. And I would love for you to tell me and to tell the audience that are watching and listening to this episode to reflect on your current successful growth and talk about how you started in food blogging and specifically with your page, Foodies with Gigi.
Well, first, let me start off with, it's honestly an honor to be a part of this. Thank you for having me. Foodies with Gigi, where there's so much to say about it. It's been 2 years now that I've had the page, Foodies with Gigi officially for about a year and a half. I actually started wanting to do travel content. So when COVID hit, I graduated, there was nothing to do. I moved back home unwillingly, just because I had to. And pretty much my plan was to just repurpose content that I've had from my previous trips to Europe and kind of make them like guides as what to do if you go to Amsterdam, what to do if you do that, blah, blah, blah. Those weren't really working out. They were getting no views. So I just decided one day to do the South Florida Fair. So the South Florida Fair was doing a drive-through fair eats. While I was there, I'm like, I might as well record this. This is something really cool for South Florida to, contribute to. Vendors are having a hard time. Maybe I can make a difference. And little did I know that video got 500,000 views and it blew up. And I was like, oh. And it just I remember watching the numbers go. And this was summer of 2020. And with that, I gained a couple thousand followers and it kind of like a light bulb switched. And I'm like, what if I do food again? Let me try to do another restaurant. And at the time, my mom doesn't cook. She's Chinese and Ecuadorian, which is two great cuisines, but she does not cook. So it's either I had to cook or we eat out. So we always ate out around West Palm Beach. So we knew the really cool local spots. And I decided to highlight, the Greek place called Chris's Taverna on Lantana. And I did a quick little video and that also performed really well. So after that, I thought to myself, I might as well just keep on doing food. And little by little, I grew it into what it is now, which is Foodies with Gigi.
Wow, that's amazing. And what a great growth in such a short period of time in a very difficult period of time for the world.
Yes.
For a lot of individuals, a lot of people decided during that time that they wanted to do a lot of different career changes, a lot of career paths, movements. They wanted to do stuff. Some people left a lot of those industries, especially in the film, video, photography kind of realms. They decided, okay, maybe this is not for me. I want to, do something else. You did the opposite. And then just from one video, that sparked and did all these different things and opened all these opportunities for you.
Yeah, for sure. And I think I've always had a drive for creating content. Before, as you said, I'm a photographer. That's what I love doing. I actually enrolled, I applied to NYU to go to Tisch for photography. That was my dream job, to be a photographer. And that obviously did not work out. NYU is super expensive. But it's kind of like I manifested it to what it is now. I've always wanted to show people content and tell them a story. And I'm just very fortunate to be doing that now because career path, I was actually on my way to go to medical school. I was pre-med.
Oh, wow.
And I decided like I'm not going to do that anymore. I was not living a healthy life for a at that time I was 22, I believe, or 23.
Mhm.
I didn't have a life balance because it was school, 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 and I'm like I can't keep on doing this.
Makes sense. It makes sense, and that's the deciding point. What you wanted to do and make a difference there, and
Yeah.
you kind of go full circle now because you're doing all these photos and videos of all these cool exotic restaurants and places, and you're
Yeah.
showcasing your life and what you want to show for your audience, and that's amazing there. And it's full circle. Like you're technically that's your job now as a photographer, quote unquote, and as a
Yep.
videographer, just in a different way. And
Exactly.
one chapter closes to open another chapter. So, it's important that you had that in order to see where you are now.
Yeah. It's crazy to think about all the time. I literally sit down and I'm like, wow, who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Who would have thought? And it's funny. That's how I kind of found you a little bit too, because like a lot of my friends talk about food bloggers and foodies and who they view and stuff, and I had a few of them recommend uh you to me. So I was like, that's really cool. And then I saw on like Instagram you had like a paid sponsored post, and I saw your stuff, and I was like, wow, this woman's doing some really creative stuff here. This is pretty cool. And then I just
Yeah,
fell in love
that's
with the content.
yeah, the sponsored posts have been getting crazy this year. Like I never thought that I would get to that point. I remember last year reaching out to a ton of creators and being like, "How are you guys getting like brand deals? What can I do? What can I do?" And no one really told me. And I guess it was just consistently posting until those brands can discover you. So
Mhm.
it's crazy to see. It's a lot of brand deals.
So for
Yeah,
it's many brand deals, and there's more to come. You know that.
exactly. Yes.
So that's awesome, and I wish you continual success as you continue
Thank
on.
you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Continue on with your career there, and it kind of leads to my next question, and it's a specific statement. I wanted to ask you because food is wonderful. Obviously, I wanted to ask, do you believe in the statement that food is a universal love language?
Yeah, I honestly think I actually have a post that says food is my love language
Hmm.
because I don't know if it's a Hispanic thing or maybe just like that acts of service part of people. I cook and I give people food as a form of love. Like, are you hungry? That's like me saying, I love you. Like, are you hungry? Do you want to go eat something? Like, what do you want to eat? So I really do believe in that.
Okay, yeah. I believe in that as well. Food leads to the soul, leads to the mind, leads to the body.
Exactly.
No one's gonna be mad about food. You know what I mean?
That's what
Like,
I'm saying. Unless it's like not good.
that's the exception. Yeah, if it's not good food, yeah, I'm gonna be very mad about it. But if it's good food, good eats, and you're with good people, good family, yeah, and you're in a great environment, like that's all you need. That's all you need in life.
I agree.
Agree with that. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. And you've dived a lot into your media and creative works, and we're both in media and creative works. We're both in those kind of industries. Can you dive into a little bit about your behind the scenes of how you do your blog posts?
Yeah, so actually there's a lot. I feel like a lot goes into it. Let me see how I guess I'll give you like a typical day. I do a day in my life videos and I feel like a lot is missing from those just because I can't capture every single detail of the day. But I think from start to finish, it starts off with creating a relationship with a restaurant, an owner, a business, something, just creating a relationship, having them trust you, and then filming. So the filming process when I usually go to a restaurant or a location is about 2 hours, and that's to take the videos and do the photos. I usually like everything coming out at the same time, so I can get those really like indulgent for like intro videos that I get. After that, I come home, edit everything on my phone. I use InShot. I recently downloaded CapCut, and I'm trying to like use it a little bit, but I don't know. It's kind of weird. On top of that, I also do photos. So I offer these businesses photography services. So if I do that, I also have to edit the pictures and then, yeah, and then I post it.
Nice, nice. You're one woman army.
Yes. Well, actually, my mom, and that's what I was just going to say, my mom comes with me to every single shoot. So I think that
Okay.
my mom has only missed maybe like 3 videos that I've shot. If it's not my mom, it's my boyfriend, but usually it's me and my mom. She helps me get that picture of me, the video of me, and she's just, she's the best support that I could have.
Well, that's awesome. What a
Hmm.
mother-daughter bonding time. Like, that's
Yes, for
awesome.
sure.
Yeah, that's so
Yep.
cool. I didn't know that, so now I know a little behind the scenes magic there. Oh,
Yeah, and everyone when I go to these places, they're like, "Oh, you bring your mom," and they love seeing that bonding because I feel like as you get older, you don't really spend time with your parents, and I find that I mean, she's a single mom. It was just
mhm.
me and her, so I want to keep our relationship really tight, just because you never know,
Of course, of course, of
you know?
course.
Yeah,
And it's good that you have that. That's so important. And if you can both have that and enjoy the time that you have, and through something like food, you're just creating endless memories, you know,
yeah, and
of
food is love, so
mhm, food is love. Food is love.
yep,
Absolutely, absolutely. Welcome to These Are Love.
yep.
That's my spin-off of These Are Questions. These are love.
Oh, really? Oh,
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe in the future, if we
yeah.
have the budget, you never know. I don't know what the topic will be. I mean, it'll be about love, but I don't know what kind of love. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, maybe. But that's awesome. That's really cool. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm gonna go from the opposite of love to a question that may not necessarily be about love, but depending on the context, it could be. And that question is: have you ever been in a mosh pit?
I have.
Oh, you have. Okay.
Yeah,
You
I'm
tell.
an avid raver. I have been going to festivals since I was like 15. So, I mean, you have that moment in time where you're like, I want to go into a mosh pit. And it was kind of like an in and out thing because I'm only 5 foot.
Mhm.
And at that time I was even tinier than I am now.
Ooh, okay.
So I didn't want to get like punched in the face or something, but I've always wanted to go running in a mosh pit and just like deck someone, but I haven't done that.
Not yet. I'm just kidding.
Not yet. Well, now I'm even like, now that I'm older, I'm like more aware
Yeah.
of what could happen to me. So I'm like, I'll just watch from over here.
I'm gonna watch the chaos from a nice distance. I'm just gonna enjoy
Yeah,
my. I'm gonna have the popcorn and just eat the popcorn and then just watch
exactly.
people hurt each other. That's it.
Yep.
Oh, okay, good to know. See, learn something new. Learn something new today. And then speaking of violence, and beating people, my next question is: can you outbeat a beatboxer?
I can't beatbox at all. Like, not even like, I can say like boots and cats really fast,
Okay,
kind
okay,
of.
okay.
So, like, yeah, boots and cats, boots. Like, I can't even do it because my tongue like gets stuck. I'd be a terrible beatboxer.
Okay.
That one I would have to give to, I think, to you. You did a lot better than I did right now.
Okay.
And I also can't rap.
Oh, I can't rap well. I can rhyme with words sometimes. I did a spoken word about time that I got a TED Talk years ago. So and that was like kind of rapping, sort of.
That's
That,
awesome.
thank you, thank you. It's hard. It's not easy. It's not easy, but you never know. You could do a rap kind of intro. Get a rapper to do an intro for Foodies with GG.
That would
Like
be really cool.
like you got to find something that rhymes with foodies, like hooties or cooties, or
Boobies.
you listen. I was thinking that, but I was trying to be professional because this is the professional interview show. I think I don't even know anymore, but we're here for professionalism. We are here for the boobs. I mean, we're here for the professionalism.
For the food.
For the food. We're here for the food. We're here for the food. I promise. I promise. I promise that. And wow, just like that, we're going rapidly fast. We're already halfway through the interview, just like that.
Oh, wow. I like talking, so these are always fun for me.
I'm glad. I'm glad. You're doing great. You're doing fantastic. Your dog is doing great too.
Oh, yeah, she's here. She moved, but let me see if I can get her to.
Uh,
There you
hello.
go.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Chloe. Welcome to These Are Questions. I have a question for you.
Hello.
Hello? Question for you, Chloe. What does it mean to be a dog?
Everything.
I'm keeping that in somehow. I'll find a way to keep that in somehow. So, Giselle, let me ask you, do you like games?
What kind of games?
It could be any type of game. Do you like board games, card games, video games?
I do. I feel like I have a short attention span sometimes and I don't really enjoy them. I
Oh,
like get bored. Yeah,
well, that's why we have board games for people that are
that is
bored.
true. That
Hmm.
makes so much sense now.
Okay, well, it's okay. It leads to my next thing there, and I think you're definitely gonna say yes to this. Let me ask you, do you like cheese?
Yes, I'm lactose intolerant though.
That's okay. Just because you're lactose intolerant doesn't mean you can't enjoy cheese.
I mean, I think you could see that from my videos that I definitely enjoy cheese.
Good to know. Good to know. And I have. So okay. So if you like some games but you like cheese, I think we can fit into my next set of questions here. And that set of questions is more or less involving this. This is my card game called No Cheese, No Coin. The card game for people who like cheese and money.
Ooh, I do like cheese and money.
Okay, so do I. Glad. So you'd be the perfect demographic for this card game that I made. And in the game, it's a quick playing, fast having card game designed for smaller groups of players. Think of reverse Uno, just for reference point. The goal of the game is to collect as many coin cards as you can within the time limit. The challenge is all the different cheese effect cards that can affect or that can help or hurt your chances. What we're going to do is we're going to do a game within the game. And that game is going to determine what your cheese type is. Okay?
Ooh, okay.
So think of it like a horoscope or tarot card reading. I don't know if you're into it or not, but
Oh, for cheese.
But for cheese, yeah, for cheese. And I'm gonna shuffle the cards here, and you're gonna pick a card from this my set of card hand things. I don't know. I never have a good thing for this. I don't know anymore. I'm gonna shuffle, and you're gonna pick a card from here, and we're gonna determine your cheese type. Okay, it could be any cheese.
Okay.
It could be all the cheeses. I don't know. Don't know.
I don't know what kind of cheese I would want to be.
Well, we're gonna find out. Okay. So here's my hand.
Okay, I'm going to go for.
You can use my hand as a point. And there we go.
Over there.
This one?
Yeah, let's do that one.
Okay. Okay.
Is it Munster?
It is not Munster, but Munster is in this game. You are an explosive nacho cheese.
Ooh, I like that.
Okay.
Is it spicy?
It is. It's very spicy. It's a strong cheese. In this game, it's a very strong cheese. It's one of the strongest cards in the game because when you draw this card, if you do play it during the time limit, this basically self-destructs everything. So everyone's hands, everyone's cards basically go null and void, goes out of the deck, and you basically start a game new while the timer is going on. So it's basically a reset card.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So like if you're doing really bad in the game and you have this card and you want to be that person at the game, you just play this and then everyone gets screwed.
I like that game.
Glad. Then you'll definitely love No Cheese, No Coin.
Yes.
Yeah. Shameless plug aside, you'll definitely love it. So there you go. I think that fits your personality too. Like not that you're not necessarily explosive, but like, I think nacho cheese fits for you very well.
I feel like it does. It makes sense.
It does. And these cards don't lie.
I agree.
Okay, glad. So let me ask, Giselle, do you prefer the sound of madness or the sound of silence?
I think it depends what mood I'm in.
Okay.
But I think I like silence. I was about to say sadness, but I'm like, no, that's not it.
The sound of sadness. Damn.
I think I like silence. I've learned how to enjoy a silent room. I used to not be able to not have music on. And now I go through my workday with no music and just my fingers clicking.
Dang.
So I think that says a lot.
It does. It kind of does, but I would say there is a beauty in silence when things are calm and collective. And there's no hustle bustle, and especially for people that are in entertainment, media, creative. It's a very chaotic business. It's a very chaotic industry. So there's a lot of hustle bustle. There's a lot of chaos going on, but you got to enjoy the quiet moments. So sometimes that's nice.
Yeah.
But that being said, I'm a sound of madness kind of person. I feel very weird when things are not going on. Like it drives me a little, not crazy, but it's like it throws me off a little bit.
Yeah.
You kind of touched on it a little bit in the interview, but I wanted to dive a little bit more. And the question I wanted to ask is, you're very talented in your food blogging, and you're very talented in your creative endeavors.
Thank you.
Very welcome. But my question is, in the future, is there any possibility of you possibly opening your own restaurant? If so,
it's funny that you ask. Oh, if so.
Don't mean to cut you off, but if so, if you decide to, what type of restaurant would you like to open? It's two-parter.
So I've thought about this a lot, and I've thought about names. And it's funny that you mentioned that because a few days ago, I was meeting with a business owner that I've done videos for, and she goes, "When are you going to start franchising? You know this business," because I've been in the restaurant industry since I was literally a child. So I get front of house, back of house management, marketing. I know all of it. And she's like, "When are you going to start franchising?" And I'm like, "Oof, I don't know," because it's such a stressful like vibe to be around, to be honest.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think it definitely is a possibility. I I've had a dream since I was, or I guess a goal of mine since I was very young, is to open up like a tea shop, a tea coffee, not coffee because I don't drink coffee, but more of a tea smoothie juice bar. So kind of like health and wellness.
Okay.
I'm a big tea drinker, so I love tea and I love making juices. And I personally think that my recipes would sell really well. So that is what I would open up.
I like that. I think that would be
Hmm.
really cool. You can make teas with Gigi or something, you know what I mean? Or
Yeah, and I'm like, should I name it Gigi's Juice? Like, what is that
Gigi's
too
Juice is a good one
much?
too. I like that one. Um,
Yeah.
ooh, okay, so you never know, never know. And I'm an avid tea drinker. I don't like drinking coffee if I don't have to. I'm an avid tea drinker. So let me ask you, what's your favorite type of tea?
I was about to ask you, but
Ooh,
I drink oolong tea almost
ooh,
every day.
oolong's pretty good. My favorite is actually rose hip and hibiscus.
Ooh, hibiscus. I do have hibiscus here too.
Yeah,
I
that's a
like combining it with I have like a passion tango Tivana tea from when
mm,
Tivana was still open, and it
yeah.
has like mango, some like it tastes like passion. I don't know if that makes any sense.
It tastes
But
like
when you add
passion.
the high, and it has hibiscus in it, which is it's really good.
That's really good. That sounds good. That sounds good. Tivana, when it was still, if it's still a thing, I don't know if it's still a thing, but if it was, I remember they had a tea called a white monkey tea. That's like one of my all-time
Yes.
favorite ones. That was so good. Oof.
Yeah. I used to work for Starbucks. So Starbucks and Tivano were like sister companies. So
Yeah.
if you didn't want to redeem free coffee, you would redeem free tea. So I would load up on tea. I still have it. And that was like years ago when I worked at Starbucks.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. And
Hmm.
it's tea. You can keep it for years. Like as long as you don't open it,
Exactly.
you can keep
Back
it.
sealed. Yep.
Yeah, you keep it forever, forever.
Yep.
Tea is universal forever. We
It is.
won't exist anymore, but your tea pantry will.
Exactly.
That's awesome. That's so cool. You've done a lot in such a short period of time, which is wonderful. Um, I wanted to ask, what advice would you give for someone that is seeing your page for maybe the first time or has been following your pages for a bit and is like, hey, if she can do this, I can do this. Maybe this is something I want to do in the future. What's one of your best pieces of advice for that?
I think just starting and actually creating is my advice. And it's crazy to see. I've actually kickstarted not a lot of people's, but a few people's careers, and they're very successful now. Um, and I think the one thing I tell everyone always is consistency is key. And when you can't be consistent, at least produce original content. I think original content is one of the most important things so that when someone opens up their phone, they're like, oh, that's Gigi's video. Even if it's not my face, people recognize my voice, people
Mm-hmm.
recognize the style of my videos. So I think originality, um, being consistent and just doing it is really important. This week actually, I opened up a Spanish page. So Explora con Gigi.
Ooh.
And so I'm pretty much translating my old videos into Spanish. And this has been like something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time. And I just wouldn't do it. And I remember telling myself, I need to start. The minute that I start, it's done deal. You just keep on going.
Mm-hmm. Very good, very good, and that's going to be very successful too. That's a great like second
Thank
demographic
you.
market. So
Yep.
I can't wait to see that. And you never know, I can learn Spanish off from you too.
Yeah, I talk kind of fast in Spanish, but you can kind of get it.
Okay. I'm gonna try to learn, increase my knowledge of Spanish, of Espanol,
Hmm.
because me
At least you'll
hablo.
know how to order food and stuff.
Yes. That's what you need. That's the universal basic for any language. If you can know how to order food, then you're good on life. Food, house, bathroom. That's it.
Exactly.
hmm hmm
Yep.
hmm So very cool, and good advice. Great advice. Um,
Thank you.
eh,
Thank you.
you're welcome. You're welcome. And we're wrapping up the end of this These Are Questions interview. It's been very fun to talk with you, Giselle. But I have one more question to
You
ask
too.
you. Thank you. Appreciate the compliment there. These are compliments. I mean, these are love. I mean, these are questions. I mean, these are boobs. I mean, questions. My my last question is, you've heard of the game Mario Kart, right? Maybe you played it, maybe you haven't, but you've heard of it. You know kind of what it is. Okay, cool. If you had the chance to create any Mario Kart power up, what power up would you create and why?
I would create one that would just get me to first place every time because I almost never win.
Okay, fair enough. That's
So
fair
I would
enough.
win every once in a while.
There you go. Giselle must be in first place power up.
Yep.
Yeah, it could be like a ticket or something. Like, you
Exactly.
know, like
oh,
well, yeah. Oh, I got the
yeah,
golden ticket. Like,
ticket.
yeah, like Willy Wonka. Yeah. We have
Yeah.
to just do the legally distinct golden ticket though. It'll be like
Yes.
the like the green ticket or something. Legally, or the Wolben
Ooh.
with a Wolben ticket. Yeah.
Yes.
There you go. There you go. So legally distinct. We're not for, this is not, these are lawsuits. These are questions.
No. Yes.
Yes. With that, we are at the end of our interview. Thank you so much, Giselle, for taking the time to speak with me here on These Are Questions. But right now, the floor is yours. Anything you want to talk about, anything you want to promote, anything you want to do before we end off this interview, the internet/floor/internet is yours.
Well, I guess main thing right now is Explora con Gigi because I just started it. So that's on TikTok and Instagram. I think the vision, not I think, I know the vision for that is to open it up more to a Spanish demographic because, you know, you got your English speakers, but sometimes the tias and the tios and those people watch my video and they're like, what did you just say? So it's hitting that, but it's also going to expand to allowing me to do travel. So I guess get ready for that because starting this year, hopefully I will start traveling a lot more and creating what I have more of a passion for than food.
Ooh, awesome. That sounds good. You could say it's GG worldwide coming soon.
Yes, worldwide, like Mr. 305.
Yeah, like you can get him in a video.
You know how cool that would be? Just me and Pitbull.
Why not? He's got nothing going on right now.
Yeah, he's chilling.
Yeah, he's just chilling. He's in the free L5. You're in.
Yeah, well, Pitbull, if you see this, hit me up.
Well, we're gonna send it to him. Yeah, I'll send it to his agent. I'll find out who the agent is. Yeah, tag
people, everyone, internet, tag him.
Yeah, tag Pitbull right now. We got to get this collab going right now.
Yes.
So awesome. So thank you once again, Giselle, for taking the time to speak with me on These Are Questions. All of her information, along with my information, will be in the descriptions down below, whether you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, or you're watching the video episode on my YouTube channel. For those that are watching, those that are listening to These Are Questions, we greatly appreciate you viewing my show and appreciate all the support over the years. And with that, you've been watching / listening to These Are Questions.
Questions.
Good night, everyone. Bye.